Hey everyone, welcome back to Easy with ZZ. Today we're going to create this clean and simple logo motion step by step. Let's jump right in. First, let's create a new composition. You can choose any dimensions you prefer, but for the duration, I'll set it to 5 seconds. Just type 5 and period and hit enter. Now, double-click to import your logo file and drag it into the timeline. Since the logo is black, let's change its color. Go to the Effects and Presets panel. If you don't see it, enable it under the Window tab. Search for the fill effect and drop it onto the logo. I'm going with white. Now, select the layer and press S to bring up scale. Then drag the values to resize the logo as needed. We don't need the Adidas typography for this animation, just the icon. Grab the rectangle tool while the layer is selected and create a mask around the main logo. Make sure you're framing the edges accurately. We want each part of the logo to move independently. Since there are 3 pieces, let's duplicate the layer twice by pressing Ctrl+D. Let's rename them to keep things organized. For the small piece, grab the pen tool or press G and mask it out. If your masks overlap, simply set the second mask mode to intersect to keep the layer clean. Repeat this process for the other 2 pieces. Now that each piece is on a separate layer, it's time for the motion. We'll use a track mat for this. Create a new solid or press. Ctrl+Y. The color doesn't matter. Press P for position and place this solid right at the bottom edge of the logo. The goal is for each piece to slide out from behind this solid. We'll need a mat for each layer. In the Track Mat column, toggle switches if you don't see it. Set the layer to Alpha Inverted Mat. The Alpha Inverted Mat hides the object wherever the mat exists. To animate the first piece, press P for position. Set the second keyframe at the 10-frame mark. For the first keyframe, move the layer down so it's hidden behind the mat. Make sure the movement is parallel to the logo's angle for a polished look. Now, select both keyframes and press F9 for easy ease. To make it even smoother, go to Keyframe Velocity and set the influence to 75%. This gives it a professional, snappy feel. I'll actually move the second keyframe to 15 frames to slow it down just a bit. Once you've keyframed all 3 layers, we need to offset them. We want the second piece to start moving exactly when the first one finishes, and the same for the third. To do this, simply drag the layers in the timeline to stagger their start points. Finally, let's add a background. Create one more solid or press, Ctrl+Y, and place it at the very bottom. Apply the gradient ramp effect. Set the ramp shape to radial and pick your favorite colors. You can adjust the handles to get the perfect glow. And there you have it, a beautiful minimalist logo motion. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. See you in the next one.